What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Victory Sunday, Victory Sunday, Victory Sunday. Salute to all the flock. Salute to all the flock. Cheers, cheers, cheers. If you have a chalice, salute to you. If you have a chalice, salute to you. If you don't have one, join the Patreon, be a Gunslinger member. Want to be on the way to you. Salute, cheers. Hey. We're sitting at 3-1. 3-1. Again, it was a little. Well, it wasn't a little. It wasn't. The game was never really in doubt. It just didn't look as smooth as we wanted to look. But when you sit back and look at the entire picture, it's a pretty darn good game. When you sit back and look at the whole picture, it's a pretty darn good game. So, looking at the totality of it, it was straight. It was straight. So let's kind of go through the stats real quick, and then I'll give my thoughts, and then we'll jump into the phone line. So stats wise, as a matter of fact, I'll throw them up there on the screen real quick. Hold on one second. Stats wise, here we go. Gus Edwards 15 carries, 48 yards. Justice Hill 3 carries, 33 yards. Lamar Jackson 9 for 27. Melvin Gordon 3 for 21. Tyler Huntley 2 for 8, and Zay Flowers 1 for -6. Lamar Jackson was 15 for 19, 186 yards, 2 TD passes with a quarterback rating of 142.5, which is pretty darn good. Only 4 incompletions on the 2 TD passes is pretty darn good, being that he hasn't had very many in the first 3 games. Receiving wise, Mark Andrews 5 targets, 5 catches, 80 yards, 2 TDs. And especially that one in the back of the end zone where, again, I didn't know Mark Andrews had bunnies like that. Because Mark wasn't really open. Lamar did the epitome of, I'm going to give my guy opportunity. And he threw the ball where only Mark can get it. It was either going to be a touchdown or incompletion. And Mark got on the trampoline, and he went and got that son of a gun way in the back corner. And it was a great catch, a great throw. So shout out to Lamar and Mark on that play. That was a great connection. Zay Flowers had 3 catches for 56 yards. Melvin Gordon had a catch for 23 yards. Pat Ricard had a good catch in the flats for 14 yards and a big first down. Duvernay had 2 catches for 8 yards. Nelson Aguilar had 1 for 4. Nelson Aguilar should have had a touchdown. His toe drag swag, his toe tap game was not on point today. I felt like Nelson Aguilar should have had a touchdown on the end zone, but his toe drag swag wasn't on point. His tap game was not on point. And Gus had 2 catches for a yard. I think a screen and something else. But on the defensive side, them boys got after it again. This is 4 weeks of the defense balling. Like the defense, they fly around, they hit people, they got bad attitudes. I really like what our defense is doing over the first quarter of the season. And again, we are 3-1 so far. We are 2-0 in the division. We probably should be 4-0, but at this point, forget it. We 3-1. We've beaten the Browns. We've beaten the Bengals. We got the Steelers coming up. So I think we sit in a good spot right now. We're leading the division. We're 3-1. I think the Browns are 2-2. I think the Steelers are 2-2, and the Bengals are 1-3. So we're on top of the division. But let me get to the defense. Roquan had 10 tackles. Kyle had his first interception. He ended the game with an interception. But Kyle is playing lights out right now. Queen had 5 tackles and a sack and a deflating sack too. He split the block from the guard in the center and just basically he went through DTR. Marlette had 5 tackles, which I think this is the most I've seen him play. Tavares Robinson had 4 tackles. Let's see. Brandon Washington had a sack. No, Broderick Washington had a sack. And Matabike had a sack too. So defensively, we got after it. Brandon Stevens had an interception. Geno Stone had another interception, and he ran out of bounds. and we spoke on Kyle Hamilton's interception also. Lamar had 2 fumbles, one of them which was lost. I don't really know who fault that was on that fumble, but it was between him and was it Justice? Was it Justice Hill? I think it was Justice Hill. But it was a quarterback running back exchange. I'm not really sure whose fault that was. So before we get to the phone, let me shout out who's in here. Then we'll get to the phone lines. And bring me back up. Let's see who's all in here. Brandon Bazel, what up? Jesus Christ. Matt D, Noti Gang, the son, I appreciate it. Matt B, what's up? Malik B. DMV for life. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Julian, EJ, Evil Stewie, Jones, I see you back. That was in with the watch party. Jeff J, Will G, Joey, Austin, I appreciate you. Chef, thank you for coming through. Let's see anybody else. That damn Dub 20, appreciate you for coming through. And that's about everything. I know we got a couple calls over there, so let's jump on over here on this call line real quick. Let's jump on over here on this call line. We got 96 in here already. Let me see what we at with our likes. I know, get them likes up. We got 33 likes, so let me hit you with your 25 already. Let me hit you with your 25 before we get to the phone lines real quick. Hit you with your 25. Add points. 25. Confirm. And let me get over to this phone line. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let me get my timer ready. Get my timer down from 7 to 5. And boom. Oh, and boom. There we go. DDSQ, what up, Q? What's good with you?
We're going, what's good, Q? How you doing, Doc?
I'm good. What'd you see?
Well, I saw a great win. I missed the first maybe 30 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I went out at brunch with the wife and with the little man, but I thought it was a pretty good game, as clean as it can get. Glad Lamar got out of the game with basically both tackles missing. And essentially, we saw that Myles Garrett is a game record. And if they had any kind of offensive output in the beginning of the game, when they were forced to play it out, it would have been a better game. Would have liked to see a little bit cleaner play calling, but a little cleaner execution. But considering you're going against one of the best defenses in the league, you'll take the win. Hopefully, get some guys back. You don't need Ronnie back, but if you're going with Parlay and McCary going against T.J. Watt and Hutchins next week, I don't care how bad the Steelers look. With as much as you can get pressure on Lamar with his line is playing, that game could be a lot closer than what you would want it to be.
Right.
But all in all, I'm glad that Lamar got out of there with get out healthy and hopefully get some guys back. You take the win against DTR. Nobody apologized for beating Huntley and Brown and Josh Brown in the last 3 years. So you take the wins whenever you can get it, and you stack the wins. You're 3-1. I had a chance to see a little bit of the Bengals game. The Bengals do not look good. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs at all this year. I don't see a push coming. Unless Deshaun Watson comes back healthy, they're not more likely not going to get to 10 wins in Pittsburgh. We'll see what they can. So you take the win. You take Lamar getting out of the game healthy. Hopefully you can get OBJ back and get Bateman going. You can get Bateman going on offense. I think you got something. You're going to need the running game to get going a little bit better. Still without Lamar out there. Still can't run the ball consistently without Lamar being the face of the running game. True. You're going to need that playoff time. But hopefully get the corners back and get a little bit better pressure up the middle. I think the Ravens have something, man. A little quick side note on my Buccaneers. They disappointed me to keep winning. We want Caleb. Baker is not here. But all in all,
they won't stop winning. They won't stop winning.
But he can't sustain this. We're going to end up winning 7 games, missing the playoffs, and not having a quarterback. Right? You'll have a quarterback.
You'll have Bo Nix.
Right. But
you'll have Bo Nix.
Yeah, we want Super Bowl, man. But no, it's a great. What you think about that, Coach? Were you upset with how they were calling plays? I was really upset with that. You have 2 tackles, you can't protect the quarterback.
Talking about for the Ravens.
Yeah, toward the half, the third.
I was not happy. I was not happy with the play calling in the second half. My thing is, obviously when Myles hurt his ankle, we should have took that time to call some passes, some quick passes, because they had everybody in the box. They were daring you to throw the ball. You had one-on-one matchups. You could have won some one-on-one matchups either with Zay, Mark, or somebody. Because, yeah, they do have some decent DBs. But they don't have 4 decent DBs. And they had everybody else in the box stopping your run. You could have called some kind of quick pass and stuff to a slants or something to get to for your guys to win. Man, they just kept running into 8 people in the box and then trying to call passes on 3rd and long. Then that's when they would run Miles back in. And so by the time they stopped doing it, Miles had got enough to where he felt better, and then he was coming back in. And then Falele was in. So he was, even with a bad ankle, he was just running past Falele like he was standing still. So I was disappointed with the play call. At right tackle, I still think Ben Cleveland's better at right tackle than Falele. That's just me though.
No, but he can't move. You need to put him inside a guard. You don't have to try to move his feet. Because the thing is with the edge rushers in the NFC North, you got to have somebody. You got to have somebody on both sides.
Yep.
Because there's guys that can wreck the game plan. It's Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt are 2 out of the 3 the best game records in the league, other than Aaron Donald.
Mm-hmm.
And Trey Henderson and D.J. Reader can dominate a game too. You know what I'm saying? So the only really team in the NFC North that don't have really a game record like that is the Ravens.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And which may can hurt you in the playoffs when you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I thought it was a good win. I got 2 questions on the way out.
Go ahead.
The first one, do you think that the play calling at the end was on Hards or on Monken? Do you think Hards was trying to do that? And then the second one is, you don't have to really talk about it today. We just want to get your thoughts on that Colorado game yesterday and how close it was and what Deion's building up to Colorado. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm gonna let the Ravens fans get on here and chop it up with you, man. Always great talking to you, Coach.
I answered the first one, and the second one I'll probably talk about on the roundup tomorrow. But as far as the play calling, I do think Harbs has this old. Somebody mentioned it in the live stream. I think Harbs has this old school sportsmanship thing where he, like Mike, the guy for the Dolphins, he gonna try to score as many points as possible. And I do think Harbs has this thing where we just gonna get a lead and kind of, just milk the clock and just. We ain't got to score all these points. Like we just the game's won. Let's just get it over with. I think Harbs has that old school mentality and whatnot. And I get it. That don't really keep the fans hyped up, but I do understand. I get it. We got the win. It's a rookie quarterback. Let's just get out of here healthy because we got the injury things that's not on our side. Let's just try to get out of here healthy as possible. So I understand. But as far as Colorado, I get it. Like with Deion, I'm with him. You better get him now. So
exactly. Well, I like the way Lamar's looking, man. He stays upright. He's gonna be in MVP conversation. And the Ravens always got a chance to bowl as long as he's playing. So peace out, Ravens fans. Great Wednesday, man. Great win, Coach. Always good talking to you.
Appreciate
I'll talk to you next time.
All right, routine. All right, next up. Got my man Will G. What's good, Will? What you got for me?
Happy blessed Sunday, Coach.
Same to you. Same to you. Victory Sunday.
All right. You had me cracking up, Coach, because I was just like, oh, okay. Coach was like, I'm going to let these guys, have their preseason in September, but once October comes, he's like, everybody can get this rap.
Yeah, that if that game had kept going the way it was going that first half, boy, I had some words drawn up for them.
Like I said in the chat, the author when he got his fist balled up pretty much. I was just like, that's Coach right now. Like, just like he ready to just punch the fire button on everybody that's just not playing up to the caliber. And that just goes, I think the bad taste in our mouth for the last 2 years that we've had a team that's been in first place pretty much damn near the entire season. And then we have, some fluke injury to Lamar pretty much. And then we go in as the underdog where, pretty much it's like a long shot, to win the playoffs. So it's like now that we got the weapons, like, this is our window. This is our window for the Ravens right here. So, I think that's also what's playing into the play calling. I was saying in the chat, basically I was like, if the Browns were moving the ball, I think Monken, or it could have been just Harbaugh just telling Monken, hey, you just doing the run, and then we'll try to convert on third down, and we'll, just a foot until they actually, score more than 3 points, because this quarterback ain't doing nothing against us. So I don't want some fluke thing to happen to Lamar in this game against, when we already got it. And I thought, if they do score, if they get to that 10, we would have went back to an offense. But that is what it is. It was like crazy, because I was like, man, we scored a good amount of points, but it just like it just seemed like it was like easy, kind of like in rhythm, and it wasn't too sloppy, but it was just like, it wasn't like fluid type thing. It just came because that quarterback couldn't move the ball, and Stout just kept putting the ball down in the 5, and our defense, Mr. Jaws, Mr. PQ flying all over the field. And then you got my boy that, I told people from the beginning, I was like, Hamilton's Honey Badger 2.0, but taller. I was like, wait, that boy's going to be a ball magnet.
he is balling out of control right now.
And, so I'm going to have to design something, Coach, for this, this thing that I can't, I think it was a year ago when I first started watching, I was like, the Ghost of Tommy connection. I'm gonna have to design something for that. And the last thing, Coach, the reason I was so fast on that Deshaun Watson trivia was I remember that game. I was working cybersecurity engineer down at the fort, and I was on a 12-hour shift. And I remember watching that game, and it was actually the game that actually made me believe in quarterbacks like Lamar as the future. Because I watched that, I was like, man, when they showed Lamar, his tape in college, I was like, this looks a lot like Deshaun. I was like, faster. So I was like, okay, yeah, I like this because this Lamar Jackson guy coming. So that's all I got today.
So before you go, I know you enjoyed the game where they played against each other in the Clemson and Louisville game. So do you remember what happened at the end of that game?
I can't really remember at the
So at the very end, Lamar threw a pass to a wide receiver. And the kid was 1 yard away from the first down, and instead of sticking the ball out, he stepped out of bounds.
Right.
And that's how the game ended. Not saying Lamar and them would have won, but he stepped out of bounds instead of sticking the ball out, and it would have been the first down, and they would have had a chance to win.
Right, that's that game of inches. What Super Bowl was that? It was the Titans. I can't remember what wide receiver it was, or was it the running back? Was it Eddie George? I can't remember.
Nah, it was Kevin something. Steve McNair was the quarterback against the Rams.
Yeah, Steve McNair was the quarterback, and I was like, man, to lose it like that. Oh my God. I was like, that's up there with the same kind of play calling, when they didn't give beast mode the ball 3 times on the 1 yard line. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he didn't get in with that short of yardage. But that's all I got today, Coach.
Gotcha. I appreciate it, man.
Yep, have a blessing.
All right, you too. Let me see. Get Will down. Next up, my man Steve. Mr. Steve, good to have you back. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, Coach. How about yourself?
I'm good. Anytime we win, whether it's ugly or not, I'm happy.
I never expected this game. I didn't, this team is infuriating me. I don't know what we're hanging our hat on. The way we played last week to this week, especially defensively. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Tyler Linderbaum. We managed to get some crucial yardage today in between the guard and the center position, and they moved Garrett inside to Linderbaum's inside shoulder later in the game, and he didn't get shit.
Right.
And I was really impressed with that. My second takeaway, is I saw Lamar make some touch passes today that I haven't seen him throw. He threw a couple rainbows. He hit I think it was a wheel route down the sideline, and he just put it and rainbowed it. He didn't have to just whistle it in there. And then, and it's frustrating. We see, again, going back to last week about just not seeing it. And then that pass that he made on the run to Mark Andrews in the back of the end zone over 2 defenders is a pass that only 3 quarterbacks in the league can make. I mean, that's one of the best throws and catches I think you'll see all year.
I agree. Like, that was perfect. It was either incomplete or Mark, and I didn't think Mark could get that. I haven't seen Mark make a catch like that ever, and I didn't think he could get it.
Yep, absolutely unbelievable. We'll take it. It's a great win. I was expecting more from DTR because I wanted the Ravens to bring him in. You know what I mean, and have him as a backup. I was hoping they would draft him, but he didn't show out today. We got a pass rush from somewhere.
Clowning mostly.
Van Oy was in on it a couple of times. They were bringing him in on a third down. We actually got after the quarterback with our front four, with our down linemen.
Yeah, because we didn't blitz a lot today. Now that I think about it, we didn't blitz a lot. We blitzed some, but we didn't blitz like the normal percentage we do. And if we did, I just didn't pay attention to it. Most of the pressure came from Clowney mostly, and Vanoa a little bit, and then when he would try to step up, the D lineman would disengage and make tackles. Clowney was most of the pressure though.
Right. But you teach this stuff and you know a lot more about it than I do. But when you're talking about your down, the way that you beat the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's of the world is you have to get pressure with your down lineman without having to blitz. If you blitz, a dude like Brady or Peyton or whoever it is or Mahomes will kill you. They'll come right behind the blitz and they'll eat you up.
Yep, 100%. Especially if you don't have like legit cover guys. They'll find that one guy that can't cover your one guy, and they'll destroy you. If Tom Brady got like a Julian Edelman or a what was his guy before Julian, Wes Welker. They'll take that guy, and especially if you throw like a linebacker out there, Wes Welker or Julian Edelman will have 14 catches for 85 yards, and all of them will be on 3rd and 3.
Yep. It's basically an extension of the running game. Right? Those option routes.
100% agree. 100% agree.
But you have to be on the same page. Taylor two halves. The defense played out of their mind today. I thought they played extremely well. They covered well. Did we have one or two picks? I know we had one.
Three.
The 3 on the day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen all of it. I just got in here. But, it's a good win. We'll take it. And now we get to go into the hornet's nest that's Pittsburgh.
100%. 100%. We do. We get to go in there and see what we made of.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that's tough. That's tough back-to-back road games right there. I don't think it could be any worse.
Yeah. Well, we go to London after that, even though it's technically a home game, but it's still on the road.
Right. I don't know. I mean, like I say, 2-0 in division?
Mm-hmm. 2-0 division, 3-1 overall.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. I said in the chat earlier that watching this team play football just takes years off my life every week.
It does. We never have easy games for some reason.
You can see the greatest offense you ever saw for one quarter, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like, what the hell happened? It's always, where did this come from? I didn't know. Well, we've been playing like dog crap. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, Lamar Jackson, 750 yards and 10 touchdowns, and then we lose to Gardner Minshew and the Colts in overtime.
Yep. I'm glad they lost today.
Frustrating.
I'm glad they lost today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Steve. Let me slide with Rave Kingdom and my last call. I want to keep them holding.
I appreciate you having me on. You guys have a good evening. Appreciate you taking my call, Coach.
No problem. All right. Appreciate you, Steve. And I got you written down to make sure I got that. Let's see. Let's go. We got Rave Kingdom up next. Bam. Rave Kingdom, you hot. What you got for me today?
No, I'm not hot. We won.
Good one. That's a good one. What's good?
One, welcome back Mark Andrews. That's for starters. Welcome back. I know we wanted him to come back. And no, what I mean by come back, he was on a.
The conference has been locked.
Wanted him to go back to the man Andrews that we always expected. That guy who can, be a reliable receiver for Lamar Jackson. He just showed out catches, inside routes, and an outstanding leap of faith end zone touchdown, man. So welcome, Mark Andrews. Glad to see him back. I do see that the Ravens are still like, hey, we don't have Odell, we don't have Bateman, so I can see why the Ravens are still trying to, I would say, create what they can create with the other receivers. So I hope that happens. I hope they can understand what they can do with them, because I noticed, it's very conservative, the fact that Odell and Bateman is not out there. Yeah, you got Zay Flowers, and I know Zay Flowers caught that amazing deep catch, but, everybody else is like, Duvernay and Nelson and whoever else is going to be out there in the field, Treadwell, wherever it's going to be. I could tell they're still trying to, create them to get open and for them to have plays. So I hope that goes well. So glad to have Linderbaum back. You can tell it's funny because you said the last call, Coach. You said, well, not last call. It was in a video. You answered a question. You said it said if they had Linderbaum, would the Ravens have won that game against the Colts? And you said yes. And Linderbaum went out there and did what he could do, because it's not like we didn't have all the starters, but he did what he could do. He communicated best. Linderbaum just looking back to where we wanted. I'm so glad to have him back, so that's very, very, very important. So you were right about that, Coach. Linderbaum coming back. We got ourselves a win right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Raquan Smith, I mean, this guy, man, Raquan Smith, I mean, what do you want me to say? This guy is worth every penny, worth every dime, man. But, Coach, I'm going to be honest with you. We did play a backup, if we want to be honest, because that backup did some things that looked like a backup.
Yeah.
But I will say,
like somebody said earlier, when these last 2 and 3 years, when people was beating us with backups, they ain't apologized.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna apologize either. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
We lost to Gordon Minshew. You're right. We lost to Gordon Minshew.
Sure
so
did.
I can't really say anything. So, like I said, I respected it. I was hoping the Ravens go out there and be prepared and don't, try to be disrespectful just because we're playing the backup. But they went out there and played, and that's all we can ask for. I'm sure there's some things people may not like or people did like, but we got there and got the dub. And I'm glad that this is good. I'm glad they didn't play Marcus Williams. That means he should be, hopefully he feels a lot better if he could play the next game possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I think next week we should be able to get even more of our starters, right? Because
Hopefully.
they'd had a little bit more time to heal up and stuff, especially Stanley.
Yep.
Hopefully. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. I think we take on the Steelers next.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
All right. So is that. So, honestly, I don't have too much to say, Coach, because it's a good day.
Definitely.
I was exhausted throughout the week, and a great win for the Ravens. So I appreciate this call, Coach. Thank you very much. And hey, that's it for me, Coach. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, and I'll be talking to you throughout the week. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Next up. Let's see who we got. All right, my guy. Who I got? So I can put a name with a number. Who I got?
Hey, Coach, this is Chief calling out here from Hawaii. How's it going, Chief?
I'm good. From Hawaii. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for calling through. Hey, it's beautiful out there, man. I ain't gonna start your timer yet because we gonna talk about Hawaii for a second. I had a chance to visit last summer. The greens are greener. We did?
Yeah, I remember because you had that segment about who's your favorite Baltimore Raven. I was going with Ed Reed. I was your last caller, so I remember.
Yeah. I loved it out there. The greens are greener. The food was good. The weather was great, man. It's beautiful out there. And so I'm assuming you are good from what happened with the fires and whatnot. You good on that end?
Yeah. I'm on a different island. Yeah, I'm on a different island.
Okay. So now we can talk some Raven stuff. Just wanted to check in because I know I got another guy that messes with us. He lives out there too, but he was on a different island also. So now that that's out the way, we can talk a little Ravens football. Go ahead.
I got two questions for you, Coach. First question: they released Chandler Jones. I'm a little late to the chat, but they released Chandler Jones. What you think we might pick him up, or we got too many of these clownies, too many of these stragglers? You think we might go after him?
So somebody hit me on Twitter and said, and I thought this before they even hit me on Twitter. They said they thought Chandler Jones may have been faking a little bit to get released because of they ain't really cool with the Raiders organization. And I initially had that thought for about 5 minutes, but some of the stuff he did, he kind of went too far to be faking. So the Ravens ain't gonna deal with no foolishness too much. So they go ahead.
I was thinking that too because they're very strict about guys that have domestics. Like they don't mess with that at all. But I don't think he has a domestic. I just think it's something similar, but I don't think he harmed anybody. He's just
I don't think he had no domestics. He just got this stuff, this recent stuff, like where he was talking out about the organization and just making it seem like he was. And I don't want to call the man crazy, but it just seemed like. It seemed like he's crazy, and like I said, the person that added me on Twitter made it seem like maybe he was faking to get released, but he done did some stuff over this past week to. I think the guy needs some help.
Yeah, me too. But that's on the negative. On the positive side, we did have his brother. Now they like family ties in Baltimore, so maybe if they have Arthur, talk to him. Maybe they can. I'm just saying we have an inside man, so that is a positive.
Arthur Brown?
No, his brother played for us when we won that championship.
Who's his brother?
His brother is he one of the Jones brothers. John Jones, Chandler Jones, and
wait a minute. So his brother is one of the MMA dudes? It's 3 of them.
Yeah, it's 3 of them.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
The oldest one played for us.
I didn't know. I forgot about that.
He was a defensive tackle. It'll ring your bell later. I
did forget about that. Art Jones. Yeah, somebody just put it in the chat box. I did forget about that. Sure did. Yep. So, if they get him some help, maybe down the line, but I know it ain't gonna happen right now. It ain't gonna happen right now, but yeah, Jeremiah just said Art and Bones. John Bones Jones and Art Jones. Yeah. I know it wouldn't happen right now, but down the line, maybe.
Okay. And my second question is, I've been a Ravens fan since 1999, since I was 9 years old. But have we ever had a either like a Hispanic or African American? Have we ever had a coordinator that wasn't a special teams coordinator that was of a different race that you remember?
That's a good
even interim. Can you remember?
I'm thinking about offense because I'm an offense guy, so I'm thinking about offensive guys. Could we add?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, the guy that left and went to Houston. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He was our wide receivers coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't he our wide receivers coach?
I thought he was a coordinator for a minute. I thought. Maybe I could be wrong. You know what I'm not thinking about? You might be right.
Just a question. Right. I mean, whoever calls plays as long as they go through. I couldn't remember, and I was trying to remember, but
you might be right.
All right. Well, those are just two questions before we get in on the Ravens.
Somebody said Caldwell. The chat says Jim Caldwell.
For the championship. There you go. Thank you,
Caldwell. And somebody said Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis too.
Okay.
Marvin Lewis was with Ray Lewis now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He was with Ray Lewis now. Yep.
Okay. All right, Ravens fans, thank you.
It is.
So today was horrible, man. It was horrible. It was horrible, man. I know the result was good. I know we put points on the board, but the opportunities that we had compared to, the things that we took advantage of, we looked so bad, Coach.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until today that I realized the common denominator. Now, those coaches might be different, those coordinators, but that playbook can't be different. It's always the same from Morningwig to Roman to Todd Monken. And the only similarity is John Harbaugh.
Yep.
And we had the same offense when we had Joe Flacco.
That's why I was headed.
It's not the offense. Huh?
That's why I don't know if you watched the live stream from the game, but that's where I was headed. That's why I was getting bothered during the live stream, but that's where I was headed.
The continuity through up to game 4 is the same. We're not growing. It's pathetic. We had 3 touchdowns in the first half. In the second half, we didn't know what to do. We didn't learn nothing. We didn't learn nothing that we could apply to their defense.
Yep.
It looked horrible. If Watson was out there, we done. We lose.
Potentially.
We lose if Deshaun out there, man.
Yep.
So go ahead, Coach.
I was just laughing because I'm with you. And somebody just said injuries are a part of it, and that is a part of it. But it just didn't look right. It should look a certain way. It should look a certain way.
Somebody is responsible for us staying injured. Now, I thought it was the weight coach like you was, but now I'm thinking it's that doctor, that old lady that's always there, the tall one. I'm thinking it's her. Somebody that's been there for a long time. It has to do with somebody that's been there for a while, because we just keep getting injured. At first, I thought they were putting people on IR because they wanted to show them, or they didn't like them, or you know how we are. We're very political when it comes to IR. But it's something, that's the lady. But as far as like play calling, it's John Harbaugh, man. He don't call no plays on offense or defense, but he's the only person that is still there, and we keep getting the same result. Why is Melvin Gordon getting touches? He just got here.
And the thing is with him, he got that one good. My thing is, he got that one good. Well, all the long drive we had, we went like 90 some odd yards. We had all 3 running backs had good drives. I mean, they had a good drive. Why, when we get in the close red zone, why do we resort back to quarterback runs like that's the only thing we can do?
John Harbaugh, because we did that last year and we look like idiots the same way we look this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the only plays that we execute at a high level are the stuff that we ran with Roman. Now I'm giving them 4 game grace period is over with for me. Starting next week, if we ain't running stuff that Roman didn't perfect, I'm on their head.
He's not under center, Coach. He is not under center, and we are giving away some type of tell of what we're gonna do. When he's under center, they don't know what the hell we're doing. Why do they keep putting him into the shotgun, and why won't they give Gus the ball?
Same reason they wouldn't give JK the ball for more than 13 times.
Yeah, but this year they were giving it to him like 12 times, 15 times. They were giving it to him this year. But if JK's hurt and our offensive line is hurt, you would think they would run the ball more.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out soon. We're gonna find out soon, because we cannot drop back and pass with goddamn TJ Watt on the other side. I know Myles Garrett is one issue. TJ Watt is a whole nother issue, and we can't just constantly drop back with TJ Watt on the other side. So we'll see next week. But I got one dude behind you. I don't mean to rush off, but I got a dude behind you, and I don't want him to hang up because he's been on this for a minute. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No problem. I know I had a player that played for me, and his roots are from Hawaii. His dad's from Hawaii, and every time I see his dad, he hit me with one of these. So, I don't know if you're still on or not, but I'm gonna hit you with that. And last but not least, my guy that's gonna always bring the energy. So I know you got something good for me. What's good, my guy?
Coach, it's Mr. Green. What's going on? I can't
What's
call
good?
it. Feeling good after a win, man.
You feeling all the way good, or you feeling somewhat good? Tell me what's the difference.
I'm feeling constructively optimistic good. I saw a lot of good, a lot more good than bad, but still enough bad to give constructive criticism.
Okay.
I thought we protected very well today. I want to give you your props because you called it out that we only gave up one sack, but the sack we gave up was on Pelele, and he pretty much just got walked around like a turnstile, and his feet just are not ready yet.
Yep.
I'm going to give him somewhat of a benefit of the doubt considering the caliber of pass rush we faced today.
What I did, but I'm going to cut you off for 1 sec. What I did know was I did not know they were the number one defense until today. Go ahead.
Yeah. I saw a stat, and I actually took a screenshot of it because I was watching the game from my phone. It said the Browns was number one in yards per play given up, and we were number two. They're like 3.2 or something, and we were like 4.1. I think during the game, it was like dead even until we started opening our offense a little bit. It was like 2.7 to 2.6 yards per play given up for each defense. So the first half of that game was really fun to watch. You know, the chess match between our D coordinator and their OC and vice versa. Both defenses made statements early and showed why they are considered elite. It was a very good first half to watch for me. Again, the protection was good. Lamar was on point with all of his decisions, I thought. I didn't see any decisions or throws that were erratic. I still think Monken has to open up the playbook more. It's not so much the playbook, but he's got to utilize the motion and the formation, and Lamar does have to go under center like my last book was talking about. I think Lamar got to go under center. It just gives us a different look. Kind of tips when hard passing. We got to use misdirection more. I don't know if you saw like the spin outs and sprint outs with the handoffs, and when Lamar would go, you know, to sprint out, roll out type stuff. That keeps a aggressive front off balance. Like they just let Myles Garrett loop around on one play where we sprinted Lamar out to the right, and Garrett was never in the play because he just sprinted out, and you know he just looped around the entire formation, and Mark Andrews hung in and protected the backside. But Gus ran the ball well. Justice Hill was looking very good today. They took away his big game, but I like where our running back room is at. It's a shame we ain't got J.K., man. But dog, I mean, Melvin Gordon looked good. Lamar dropped the teardrop in the bucket on the wheel route to him.
Sure did.
That was a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball.
He made some good throws. He made some really good throws.
Well, I want to say he ended up, what, 15 for 18, 15 for 19?
15 for 19.
Yeah, and a couple of those were like 50-50 chance balls. And I think one thing I want to give our receiver core, I didn't notice any drops today.
Sure didn't. That I know of.
Yeah, we blocked well as far as outside with our receivers. We blocked well all around for the running game today. I will agree with you. I hate when we get in the red zone or we coming on the field to start a drive that we got to start drives with Lamar running the ball. I kind of feel like they're helping naysayers still fuel the Lamar's only a runner or he runs better than he passes narrative. Like, come out and let's take a shot on first down. Like, we didn't take any shots on first down. It's like we're content in starting drives slow.
Yep.
Or, you know, just nibbling. I want to take a chunk out of that apple on first down a couple times.
And it opens the whole thing up when you do, whether you hit it or not. Whether you hit it or not, it opens the whole thing up for you.
It makes them respect it. It keeps those safeties. Like, I gotta respect them on first down instead of dropping down a late 8, 9, 10 guys in the box because they just know we're running the ball. Like, you know, there's some things you gotta clean up. Monken has to utilize motions and different formations more. That's the key to this offense. Because whether OBJ and Bateman are out there or not, we got guys finally that are capable of stepping in, whether they're number 1 or number 4. So, you know, Aguilar is looking good. Like, he's not a true number 4 receiver if you're watching how effective he's playing.
Right. Well, I think he is a number 4, but he's not playing like a number 4.
Yeah, he's playing like out of body kind of speak. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to give the game ball to the entire defense.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we partied at the ball all game long. They had a few explosive plays in the run game, but I can't remember any big passes. They finally got Njoku going this week. That's who I feared going into this game was the tight ends.
Right.
The only guy over there, in the receiver room, I really had my eyes up for was Cooper.
One catch. One catch.
And that came middle of the third. It wasn't, nothing big. So Millette and Arthur Millette played well until he went out. Rocky Finn played very well and aggressive. I love the game he had.
Yep.
Kyle Hamilton with his first career pick, even though it was late in the game where it didn't matter, he still got it. So, Geno Stone, like Marcus Williams can take his time, bro.
Yep.
I would love to have him back, but he can take his time. You know what I mean? When Marlon Humphrey get back out there with Roquan and, Clowney is leading the charge up front, I can see this defense coming into the makings of being the best defense in the league. I can see it. We just got to get healthy. It's like, when now we're in week 4, we finally done made it to where we can get some guys back from the short-term IR. Harbaugh didn't outcoach us out of a game. Like, as hard as I've been on him, even though it's still room for improvement, he got out of his own way today for the most part. So, this is a huge win, a division win, a road division win. I would much rather be moving to 4-0 after this win today, but, it is what it is. But
right.
we look good today, man. Shout out to Mike McDonald. The DC is looking good. We just need a little bit more from Monken. I need him to go into his back and trace a little bit more. That's all. So, other than that, Coach, that's what I saw.
Appreciate it. And you right on point with me, man. Right on point with me. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Hey, we Same here. Appreciate you calling in.
All love.
All right. Lock this out. Close this out. I think I got everybody down too, so I'll take care of that in a little bit. Bam. I'll be with y'all in 1 second. One shakes of a lamb's tail. Give me a second to get situated. All right. So, hey, appreciate everybody that called in, man. The chat box, y'all had this thing jumping. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hey, hit that like button, because y'all, when I checked a minute ago, y'all was 1 like away for 100. Matter of fact, y'all didn't hit it now. Let me go and get you your 125. Let me drop you 125. 125. Add points to all viewers. Amount 125. Confirm. Queued. 125 loyalty payout. All right. That should go through in any second now. I thank y'all. I appreciate it. And like Dre said, it was a good win. I felt like it should have been a better win, but I'm happy with it. Once I look at the totality of it, not looking at it like this, look at it from the clear eyes. The first quarter of the season is over. We're 3-1. Should be 4-0, but we not. Let it go. Should be 4-0, but we not. Let it go. We're 3-1. Ronnie's hurt. Linderbaum missed 2 games. Marcus, I think, only played 1 game. Oh, somebody just dropped something. Hold on, let's see. Who just dropped something? Keith Wade, appreciate the subscriber, Keith. Appreciate it. Linderbaum, I think he only played 1 or 2 games. Marcus played 1 game. Marlon hadn't played yet. Oh, if he played the first game, I don't think Marlon played at all. Y'all correct me. What else? Let's see. What else? A lot of injuries, and we are 3-1. We're on top of the division. Cleveland is 2-2. Steelers 2-2. Cincinnati 1-3. So we good. Now at this point, the offense needs to start ascending. So the preseason is over with. Technically, the preseason should have been over with week 1, but offensively, the preseason is over with, and this needs to start looking better offensively. Now, the play calling, the execution, all that stuff. The holdback will be over for me, and I know they don't care about what I say, but I'm gonna, I got to say what I got to say when I got to say it, and it almost came out today. But what kept me off their head today was that 2-minute drive, and then like when I look back on it, when I look at the totality, Lamar only had 4 incompletions, and not the throw to Mark, the throw to to Melvin going out the backfield, and there's some other throws in there. Lamar had some great throws. He had some great throws. There was some questionable play calling in there, with some questionable decision making. That long 90-something yard drive was damn near basically a running back drive. It was some good stuff happened in this game. Even though it didn't go like we wanted it to, we wanted basically what we wanted as a whole. And y'all know I ain't BSing right now. We had a rookie quarterback that had never played the game, and we wanted to beat them 50-0. That's what we wanted. And it didn't happen like that. And we kind of tripping about it. Myself included. That's what we wanted. But it didn't happen. But we won. We good. And it is what it is. So at this point, you're going to get your videos or whatever happened. Patreon, you're going to get your videos too. It's October 1st. We talked about our winners from last month. That's a video that I produced last night. So if you haven't seen that, go do that. Everybody that's new here, go subscribe to the new channel, the More Silky Tally channel. Before you do, go over there, subscribe to that channel too. Because you like good football content. I produce it over there for the other 31 teams. So go over there and check that out. And that's what I got for you. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of this Sunday football and see what's going on. Arizona trying to come back. When I started this, it was something to 0. Now it's 21-16 and they about to score. Let me get out of here and go watch some good football, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace and love.